In this video I'll show you how to install the One Adventure Rally Tower and turn this into this. Now this video only covers the installation of the tower. For a full review, check out my other video where I'll go into every detail like wind protection, navigation options, lighting. I'll even show you what happens to it when you crash. You will find a link in the description below. The installation of the tower is not difficult, but I can give you some helpful tips along the way. So let's get into it. The One Adventure Rally Tower is designed as a plug-and-play solution. So all we have to do is undo 4 bolts, 2 on this side and 2 on that side, take off the headlight, unplug the wiring, take off the headlight base, and then we'll install the new base, install the Rally Tower, plug it back in, and we're good to go. So we'll start by undoing these 4 bolts. I'll start with this side. So that's the first one, make sure you don't lose it. Then here, I'm not sure if you can see it pretty clearly because it's just underneath the blinker, but there is the second one. Alright, so then we'll do the same on the other side. So first take this one up here, then one down there. So on the throttle sides, one of the mounting points has a rubber ring and that's slid over like a little metal tube. So to take off the headlight, we have to wiggle it loose a little and then try to slide it off on this side. You might have to use a little force sometimes, but I think it's coming. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so the next step is to unplug a plug to remove the headlight completely. And this is a 3-pin point and then there's 2 little pinch points on either side. You have to pinch those and then pull it back. Right, so this is the little plug and on the sides here you have these 2 little pinch points. And you really have to pinch them quite a bit and pull pretty hard, but then it's loose. Alright, so the next step is to remove this little bracket here. So this is the headlight base, but we will replace it with a new base that comes with the Rally Tower. Alright, so this is the base off. And now we'll have a look at the tower and all the things that come with it. So what's included in the box? Of course, the Rally Tower itself. It pretty much comes fully assembled. All you have to do is install the new base, install the right bracket and install the left bracket. Now these are spare ones and here you have a few little spare brackets. These are used to mount the windshield to the tower itself. Now furthermore you get some screws and instructions on how to assemble the tower. Instructions on how to fit the tower onto the bike are not included, but to be honest, it's pretty self-explanatory. The tower only uses existing mounting points, so when you hold it in front of the bike and then hold the bracket next to it, you'll immediately see where it has to go. Alright, so we'll start by installing the new base. As you can see, it has one curved side, and that is supposed to sit on the inside here. First, we'll remove these screws on the side, because we won't use them yet. And then on the bottom, these bolts have little nuts. You can remove those as well because we'll put the bolts directly into the crown. It would probably be good to use a bit of Loctite on these bolts, but I just checked and I don't have any anymore, so I'll try without first. Alright, so now it's time for the fun part. Installing the tower. So we'll start with these bottom 4 mounting holes. The very first one I'm going to mount on this little metal tube, so there's something to hang on to while we put the other mounting holes in place. Alright, so as you can see the bolts are already in. Each bolt has 2 washers. It has an anti-slip washer on the outside and a rubber gasket on the inside. Now the rubber gaskets are supposed to go between the inside of the tower and the base of the headlight. However, on this little metal tube it's a bit tricky because the metal tube is slightly bigger than the inside of the rubber. But I'm going to try anyway. I'm not sure if you're supposed to, but oh well, we'll see. Alright, so that is hanging secure for now. Now we'll start doing the other mounting points. Alright, so before we do anything else, we are first going to plug in the rally tower. So we're going to take this plug right here and then plug it into the receiving plug on the other side. So it's fairly simple, of course, just put it in. But we're going to do a few things to make sure it stays secure. So unlike the stock headlight, the plug on the rally tower does not have any edges or anything for the plug on the bike to grab onto. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one tie wrap around it just to make sure it stays secure, and then also tape it in just to make sure it's protected from rain and water and things like that. Okay, so I'm first going to put a tie wrap around it. Just put it in between the wires there and then tighten it. It doesn't have to be super tight, just snug is okay. It's just to make sure the plugs won't come loose due to vibration or anything. So you don't have to do this, you can also just tape it in. I just like to do it because it feels a bit more robust, but it's totally up to you. Okay, so now I'm going to tape it in just to protect it from water and rain. Alright, so just to be clear, you don't have to do the tie wraps, but one advantage does recommend to tape it in. Alright, that should do the trick. So now we just have to put all the other bolts in place, put the windshield back on, and we're good to go. Alright, so these are the side bolts of the base we took off earlier, and we will now mount those down there into the base. Alright, that's one. Go to the other side. Do the same there as well. Alright, I'm not going to tighten it just yet. I'll first put all the other brackets on as well, and then I'll tighten the thing all together. Alright, so now we're going to install the upper right bracket. We're going to remove these two bolts and these two bolts, and then this little curve will fit perfectly in this curve here. Then we're going to loose these two nuts again and put these bolts directly into the metal bars on the inside of the tower here. And then this longer bolt will go through this little hole here and the little hole on the back there. You have to kind of like push the wiring around a little bit because it's all connected pretty tight. So on the clutch side we'll use these two bolts again, and then we'll use this mounting point. We have to take the cable guide off, but then mount it back on with the bracket. Alright, so now all the bolts are in place. I'm going to tighten everything down. I don't have any torque specs or anything for the tower, so I'm just going to start by making them hand tight, and then if I feel like I have to tighten them further, we'll see that down the road. Oh shit. Okay, so on the throttle side you have to put this upper bolt through two holes in a sort of like a 1 iron loop. I did that and I was tightening in and I thought, just keeps going, it keeps going, keeps going. And I thought, well, it can't be going this long. But I now see that I just kind of like pulled the back part of the loop just inwards a lot. So make sure you don't over tighten it. Just have a look, and when it's snug, it's snug. And don't be like me and over tighten it and kind of deform your frame a bit. It's nothing major, of course, but still. So before I had this tower, I used an SP Connect vibration damper on my handlebar, and I'm going to see if this vibration unit also fits on the tower. I think it will just fit. The bolt looks a little short, but for now it will probably work. Alright, so there's one thing left to do, and that is to put the windshield back on. So before I show you the end result, I'm just quickly going to install these new handguards. These are the Zeta XC Pro ones. They look and feel super sturdy, and I think the black is going to look super nice with the rally tower. Alright, so now that we've everything installed, let me show you what it looks like. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful or at least entertaining. If it was, then please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps a lot. If you want to know more about the tower, then click this video right here. And if you want to know how I made this bike bulletproof, then click that video right there. So some of you may have noticed that this windshield actually is a bit different from the one I was installing. And that is because I had a crash and scratched it. But one adventure was so kind to send me a new one. And I think this one actually even looks better with the logo like this. So thanks, One Adventure.